Thursday quickie. Maybe I shouldn't have said it that way, huh? Yeah, but a Thursday quickie, why not? Let's see if anybody shows up. Switch this to live chat. Yeah, it's Thursday. Not normally a day that I do live, but it's been a busy week and getting a lot of stuff accomplished, a lot of dumb stuff happening. So I thought it's cold, it's windy, it's overcast. I think I'll take a break here and do a live and see if anybody shows up. If not, you guys could catch the replay. Um, so I'll just talk like I always do. I always flap this jaw, right? And I'll start flapping while you guys get a chance to watch later, right? um, Yeah, so I was, hey Sandra, how you doing? A couple of you are showing up, huh? Cold and wind, not here, huh? Yeah, I just thought I would take a quick, do a quick live. You're working and watching. Yeah, Ross, I don't know, middle age grind. I'm not sure how much working you're doing. Hey, Kenneth, how you doing? Midwest old man. No, you're not missing anything. It's not Saturday. Hey, Match Point QS. I just wanted to see, I just wanted to see, who was around. Sometimes I do this. I did one in the summer, I think, on a Wednesday. I haven't done a midweek in a while, but I just we're doing a lot of stuff this week. So I wanted to take a break and just, and I haven't done a video either in a while. I need inspiration. And just Winter Blas is not giving me enough inspiration. I can tell you that. Hey, Christina, how you doing? Allison, you're just thinking about working. Yeah, I bet you are, Sandra. Hey, Gracie, I just sat down to take a break and drink some water. Yeah, it's good. Get your water in. That's right. Hey, Richard, anything exciting happening in Ohio? No, just our Cleveland Browns. So that's why I wore my shirt. Actually, just it's now easy now, easy now. This is my factory of sadness, churning out pure misery since 1999. I'm still absolutely dumbstruck by Miles Garrett wanting to leave the Browns, and now our number one corner wants to leave. It really sucks. Hey, Richard, how you doing? You're doing a late work call, so I'm hanging out waiting. Okay, Allison. Hey, Noreen. Just popped it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Noreen. Cold and windy in Cedar Falls, Iowa. We're headed. Oh, you're going to go to the Philippines? Cool. JBag63. How you doing? I haven't heard that name before. From Lake County. Yeah, you're not. You're just on the other side of the highway over there. Actually, Lake County. Let me think. You're out like Mentor. Is that what you're talking about? Out that way? When I think of Lake County, for some reason I thought Avon Lake, which would be the other way. But I think I'm right. It's more towards uh, Mentor out that way, right? Painesville. Yeah, okay. Painesville. All right. I'm hoping the Eagles can pull a win on Sunday. They have a player from my small town in Michigan. Oh yeah, who's that? Vaughn, no, I haven't been fishing. Everything's been iced up. I didn't get to go ice fishing. I was just too scared to go out there, and I'd have to drive about an hour away up to the islands where the Lake Erie's a little bit shallower and it freezes over faster. Um, so I didn't go out, and the rivers froze up. Now they're open. They just opened up, so I might be able to get down there pretty soon, down to the local river and catch some steelhead. You're building a sewing cabinet and relying heavily on YouTube videos to get it done. Another thing too is, well, not building, but that Chat GTP, I've been using that a lot. Um, and it's really been helping me out. At first, I was kind of suspect about it, but between that and the one on X at Grok, I go, I double check them. Like I'll do chat and then I'll do Grok. I think that's how you pronounce it. And just to make sure they're giving me pretty much the same answers. And man, I've been using that. It's been telling me a lot of good things that I never really realized. And so it's been working out. Because, when you go on Google or something, you get all this crap or you get all these different ideas. And at least with the chat, it just narrows things down to what you're actually asking about. So it's kind of cool. Van Newserum, huh? Okay. He's from around your town, huh? 28 degrees in Sterling, Connecticut. Snow and sleet. Ah, John, that's no good. Stay in the house. Stay warm. Ben Van Sumeren. Yeah, it was kind of funny. Cold enough to be doing inside work like a bathroom remodel. I'll tell you about that. Uh, hey Dana, how you doing? Let's watch your video from a couple of days ago. Tim Green, how you doing? Richard, Chat GTP is the best. Yeah, it's just I'm using it to for some financial stuff actually. Because as you know, as you guys, some of you guys know, I put my some of my YouTube income into this year, thinking that I wouldn't have to take taxes on it. Well, now I'm getting scared and getting cold feet. Not to say I'm not going to take taxes on it, but I'm not going to take taxes on it for 2024 where I earned it. I was going to take it in 2025. So Google sent me a 1099 for just the first 5 months. I put the rest of it into 2025. Well, everybody's telling me since it's earned income, I have to take it in 2024, which is just a dumb move on my part again. I tell you, and so I have to look at 401ks or IRAs and SEP IRAs, and what's nice is walking through on the Chat GPT is walking through those scenarios and getting those different ideas from chat. So it works out pretty good for me. What TV shows do you enjoy? Hey, J Bags, I've been watching a lot of old time stuff. Old time stuff. As a matter of fact, what's really cool, um, I think I was watching Carol Burnett, and one of our subscribers, and I won't mention the person's name, but they're a Carol Burnett groupie, and they had a bunch of pictures where they're actually walking down the street with Carol because she had forgot her money for parking or something. I don't know what the deal was, but they loaned her some money and stuff, and she's been a groupie for back in the day in the 70s. So I watch a lot of old time stuff. Hey, Moody Optimist, how you doing? Yeah, planning what you can, updating my resume. Ah, okay. It's great for writing songs. Hey, Dave Schmarter. Yeah, I still watch Carson. I don't watch Carson, but Sunday nights are my best night here in Cleveland because they have two Dick Van Dykes, the old Dick Van Dyke shows. They're back to back, and then they have at midnight. I know it's late, but at midnight they have Honeymooners, and for some reason, I'm just really hooked on that. The old black and white Honeymooners. I mean, you don't see TV like that anymore. Everything's this glitz and bombs and bullets, and you just don't see that basic one-on-one or two-on-one or conversations that happen in shows. So I get and I love that, and then Twilight Zone's on after that. Did you watch the Big Chuck Memorial Show? Yes, I did. Yeah, that was, and no, commercial free too. Another one of our subscribers told me about it, but I did hear about it, and it's on Roku. I follow some of the Facebook pages for Houlihan and Big Chuck, and it's on Roku. If you have Roku, you can actually get to I think it's Houlihan and Big Chuck or Big Chuck and Little John Roku station, and he's got it over there too. But yeah, that Chat GTP has really been helping me out. And old radio dude, how you doing? I got your email. I got light snow, 10 degrees. I got your email, and what old radio dude sent me was from the New York Times, I think it was, how the insurance rates are rising in California because of the fires, and they're going for I think it was 22%, wasn't it? Trying to get 22% on top of one that they already got in March, so they're just pricing themselves out over there. So even though they did pull out, they actually pulled out a little bit. They are now going to price themselves out, so people won't be able to afford it. So they could say, "Wow, we didn't pull out; we just stayed there." But of course, we raised it like 60% or 40% in 1 year. So that's kind of crazy. G-Man Mac 123. How you doing? Leave it to Beaver. Hey, Grumpy. How you doing? Yeah, 22%. Our renewal just went up 25%. Well, that was, you're in Minnesota, and I didn't think that according to Ross, I think Ross from Middle Age Grind, he's a State Farm agent in Louisiana. He said it wouldn't really affect the locals in other states as much. So I'm surprised you got a 25% in Minnesota. You guys don't have fires and hurricanes and crap like that. Ready for the World. Do you remember Hazel, I Dream of Jeannie? Absolutely. I Dream of Jeannie was a favorite rerun that I used to watch. Beverly Hillbillies, not so much. Years ago, I used to watch them, but not so much. And Hazel, it's rare to find that. It's rare to see that anymore. But I do love the old shows. Matter of fact, we watched every single Time Tunnel, and we have the DVDs of Lost in Space, the first few seasons when they were in black and white. And we also have, I think if I mentioned it, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. That's been a great show. And Combat, I watched Combat on Saturday nights. I think they moved it to midnight now, so they're on late, but they have two back-to-back shows. And I love watching Combat too. Oh, boy, there's a lot of people here. I'm surprised. I got 58 people, and just turn on the computer, and here you guys are. That's great. I appreciate that. Let's see, did I miss anybody? Tucson, Arizona. How you doing, Angela Land? Are you living on Social Security only? For the most part, yes. And my YouTube income. So I did a video of what I made last year, which was absolutely surprising to me. Just crazy. This year, January started out pretty low. It's the lowest I've been in 13 months, but I just haven't had the gumption to do anything, I guess. I'm working on back to 280 Zone's comment about my bathroom. Been working on that. And of course, once you work on a bathroom project, it screws other things up too. So, and I'll get into that in a little bit here. So yeah, Social Security only. Fires have yet to affect any rates yet. Okay, so old radio dude, why did you get a 25% increase? That seems high. Only a slight increase in insurance in Southwest Ohio. Roller coaster weather this week. Yeah, you got that right. I took down my Christmas lights when it was 50, right, Joseph? I think it was 50 degrees on Monday, maybe it was Monday. And I got those down off the, got the 16-foot ladder out, and I didn't fall down either. That was pretty good. I actually have to take them off the garage yet, but I'm not worried about that. They're in the back. Thursday dinner with AJW. That's good. Gene Lemon, Strongsville. Hey, almost in my neck of the woods. I'll be going out to Costco in your neck of the woods pretty soon. I noticed your low water bill. Mine is $70 a month in Cincinnati. Yeah, ours is what? I think it's around 25. And we could probably do better than that, but I think it's like after you hit certain amount, which we always seem to do, it's like 25. And then you have to go up to the next level, and then it'll go higher. So we're into that. We try to keep it into that lower level. But in the summertime, that gets a little tough, especially if it's dry and I'm watering the garden. So if a couple months, that's not too bad. I noticed your Miles Garrett wants out at any cost. Ready for the World. Browns management, Watson shenanigans. What is it about massage parlors? Yeah, Robert Kraft and who's the Ravens? The Ravens kicker, Justin Tucker. I don't know. I read a little bit about that. Whatever, We should be able to start working outside in a couple months. Yeah, I gotta talk to a friend of mine. He's a big planter. I gotta figure out when I think it was March something. I plant my indoor seeds. Ron Ray, no, not yet. Our insurance increase went up for auto liability. Oh, and collision increases for our renters bundle only a few dollars. Oh, okay. I hope Miles. Miles. They were talking about going to Washington. It's just sad Hey, Steve, how you doing? I get your card out to you because Saturday Steve won and Just Mike's Take won. As most of you know, we do an Amazon gift card on Saturdays. Um, and as a matter of fact, Just Mike's Take, he picked 54, I think it was 54 or 48, and he has donated it back to the group. So we might do one of them right now or right now in a minute. So stick around. Your cancer medication copay increased by 40%. Ooh. Well, they did that again, not to get into politics and stuff, but they did get into that freezing of the 2000 is out of pocket. So to freeze it at 2000 out of pocket for medications, I think it's going to be taken from somewhere else kind of a thing. So um, you should only have to pay 2000 if you're on Medicare. Now I'm just making that assumption. I don't remember I assume you're on Medicare now, but I don't want to make an assumption. Your BS supplement is up 127 a month. Ooh, Medigap up 11. Yeah. Yeah, I just went to like your amortization on your bills. Didn't realize most was Social Security. Yeah, our Social Security, that's kind of what we're living on. Hey, Amy, how you doing? Um, Gary with the 2 R's. How you doing? We have decided to fire Verizon for to go to one of those cheap companies. Yeah, try that Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile, they come up with some deals. And I should have jumped on one, but I was looking how much I'm using in gigabytes or gigs, whatever they call it, because I do upload videos and stuff like that. So we were using quite a bit. So I don't want to get anything that has to be unlimited, I guess. And Mint Mobile had a really good deal. Um, you had to pay for the whole year, and it's through T-Mobile, so it's basically owned by T-Mobile. They just keep separate books. But I think that's if I had to, that's what I would go for. Glenn Rambo, I'm doing good. Hey, Debbie. Maybe Miles seems like a very good guy. I hate to see things this is the first time, and for you Browns people out there or football fans, this is the first time that I can remember where a star player actually just came out and said, you know what, I'm done. And he went to the Pro Bowl, right? And I think a bunch of those players were sitting around talking and got him all cranked up about leaving, and nobody's surprised. That's the thing. Like with LeBron, it was like, oh, this big surprise when he left the Cavaliers. It's like, oh my God, how could he do that? But with Miles, everyone in Cleveland's kind of going, I don't blame you. This franchise is worse than it's ever been, and it's a shame. And I can't see it getting any better for the next 4 to 5 years. Yeah, we'll get some draft picks for Miles, but if they pick stupid players and they just don't pick, they don't pick well. The Johnny Manziels, the Gilbert. I think there was a cornerback, Gilbert, picked number 8, I think, and he was out of football the next year. I mean, you can't miss on those things. Hey, Cubid 100. Oh, you're 62 and not old enough for Medicare. Okay, I got you. Okay. Yeah, then that's tough if your medication's going up. So I assume are you on a retired 2019? Are you on a ACA plan then? Much harder. Dog Mom 3, right? Much harder for a single person to live on Social Security, but it's doable if debt free, right? And anything, if you can be debt free, it's great if you can, because that certainly goes a long way. Because you're going to have so many surprises. You're just going to have so many surprises when you retire, and you don't have that income coming in. So other than a static amount, basically static once a year raise, but yeah, it's being debt free and having some savings is the way to go. Hey, Rich, how you doing? Kay Cure, how you doing? Does Mint Mobile throttle your data? I don't know. I'm not sure. Buzz, you recommend Mint? I don't have Mint Mobile, just so you guys know. I don't have it, but I think being through the T-Mobile network, That's the one I would probably go with right now. I mean, there's consumer cellular through AARP or just getting it yourself. There's others as well, but I just been seeing I've been looking at the Mint a lot closer. And if I had to jump, I would jump on that. Are you buzzing around with the light now? There may be no tax on. Well, that's going to be a while, John. Browns need new ownership. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, John Jay. It's let's give it time and see if it actually comes out that way. Um, Most people aren't going to get their Social Security is not going to get taxed anyway if you're taking a standard deduction, from what I understand, because a standard deduction is 29 something. Now remember, your Social Security, like in my case, is 45, 340 last year. It went up 2.5%. The feds cut that in half. So, I'm well below my 29,000. Now add my YouTube income and I'm screwed, but normally you shouldn't have to pay taxes on Social Security unless you have a lot of income coming in from if you're in the stock market or you have your dividends or whatever that you're taking out. Normally you wouldn't have to pay. I think a lot of people don't have to pay federal taxes on Social Security. So Cleveland should have never signed Watson. Yep, that's right. Absolutely right. Any idea on here to have the basement concrete tore up to fix a standpipe washing machine? Oh boy. Yeah, that get 3 or 4 quotes at least. Get a reputable company. Um, get a reputable company and get 3 or 4 quotes. There's some state programs. Oh, okay. If you remember back when Barry Sanders up and quit from Detroit Lions, he was just about best running back. Yeah, yeah, and that's the thing. We had Joe Thomas. He went 10 years, I think, without missing a snap, and then he, messed up his arm. It might have been against Baltimore. I don't remember. And he never played football again. But 10 years where he never got to a Super Bowl. So Miles is looking at all this stuff and kind of going. And then we had another guy. He was a guard, I think. I can't remember his name. Maybe he was a center or guard. He went to Kansas City and won a Super Bowl. So Sean O'Hara, I think. I can't remember, but I think it was Sean O'Hara. I think he went to Kansas City and they won a Super Bowl. So there's guys doing it. And I think Miles, he's 8 or 9 years in. He wants to play a couple more years, and he wants a Super Bowl. Hit the retired life now. Okay, well, thank you. Hey, Trey, what you doing? Yeah, Dana, you're not retired. Nope. U.S. Mobile. Okay, yeah, I've heard of them, but I don't know the specifics. Oh, Steve, you pay it once a year, yeah. Mint Mobile. Cheap Verizon. Okay, yeah, everybody has their little deals. Woody Woodpecker is a troublemaker. Over and under for Taylor Swift views is 4.5. That's high, but yeah, I don't. I'm not really a big fan of the game this year. I just thought it was funny. 50-50 who pays Social Security taxes. No, Alton Bunn. I'm just taking a break. Yeah, I'm looking forward to baseball too, but that's another issue. Was the garden show? Yeah, I liked it. Park on the east side. Don't park on the west side. You park on the west side of the IX Center. You have to walk to the east side. So park on the east side. We always park on the west side because we come that way, west side of the building. So park on the east side of the building, and you'll be right there. If you went last year, it's about the same. But somebody told me today you could get it was free today, I think. But we got to always get 2-for-1 tickets when they do that. I got hit with the Irma for Medicare. Yeah, that could happen to you. Yep. If you have Spectrum cable and internet, you can get 2 lines unlimited for $29 per month. Then it goes to $58. Now we don't have Spectrum. I don't even think I have the ability to get it. We can only get Cox Cable here, and I think AT&T is going to be running fiber through here. I don't know if that's no. They use AT&T has what direct TV or something, but they're going to be running fiber lines through our town. I think the lines are up, and they said that we were supposed to have it already, and I don't know if it's hooked up yet or not. So it's another idea. You're looking for a new job, okay, Trey? But no, the bathroom. So I tear up the back wall, and there's knob and tube going up behind the shower. So I'm like, okay, and it goes into the basement, and it goes to something, and none of it has ground wire. So I don't like the idea. Um, I call an electrician, and he basically says, "Well, we got to go from the box, to be the code and everything." Um, and he's booked out 2 months. He's a local guy. So I'm like, I don't want to wait 2 months. So I figured, okay. So I just did some stuff myself and kind of got rid of that line. It's gone now. But then that presented another problem, which I worked on. I ran some new lines, and just one thing leads to another. It's just amazing. And so, yeah, everything I try to do just turns into that brown stuff. Oh, Stuart Flip surprised that I got to wake up at 6 a.m. here, Buzz's live. Yeah, like I said, I thought I would, do this because I'll be upfront with you too. I really screwed up on something, and I'm usually, I'm sitting here thinking I'm the smart guy, right? No, I'm the dumbass because I want to renew my passport. So I thought, well, if I'm going to renew my passport, 'cause I had one for work. Uh, so I thought, yeah, 280 zone. That's exactly right. There's more to that story, but we'll leave it at that for right now. But it's just time consuming, because then I have to get something else, and I got to go to Home Depot to buy this, and then I want to do this, and it's just. But we're getting there. We're getting there. So we're going to be getting drywall up. Hopefully, start drywalling. I'll drywall probably Monday. So once we get that one, I still got the floor. Um, I still got the floor to do. I got to pull that up and put some 3/4 plywood down, and it'll start looking like something then. So yeah, 104 on a Thursday. Isn't that something? Um, but no, what I did was I have a passport for work that when I retired, I let it expire because I'm not, but it's expired less than 5 years, so I can renew mine. So I thought, well, why not get Mrs. Buzz a passport too? Because then we can, if we decide to just, hey, we're going to go somewhere that requires a passport on a whim, or if something's going on and we just want to go, we already have our passport. So it just makes sense, to do that. And they last for years and years. So why not do that? Well, I go online and I see USPS, and I see, I'm just clicking around, clicking around. So I fill out the form and I do all this stuff, and then it says take it to the post office, and I paid for it. Well, I went to the library. We went to the library today, and they said, "Well, what do you mean you paid for it?" And I said, "Yeah, I paid $169. So I'm all set. And all you guys got to do is mail it in or something, right?" No, that's probably a scam site. I said, "Come on, really? Was it?" So I right then, while I'm standing there, I go to Citibank and I disputed the charge and basically wrote down that, it was a scam and all this other crap. I don't know if it's a scam or not yet. But lesson learned, I got to take my time, look things over. But I thought I was in the USPS site. And like some sites will take you to third parties because like the government doesn't do it. It's a third party. And I think in this case, it's the State Department or something. So I thought it was legit. And I pay for it. And then they basically just confirm my identity, get my picture, and I'm done for her. And we're done. So that's what I thought it was. But they're telling me it was, I should not have done that. So I disputed that charge. It's just, gosh, you guys, everybody out there, if I can do it, you can do it. So be careful out there on anything that you're buying or whatever. Do you start your plants for the garden or buy them? I do both, Rich. I grow some in the basement. I have a grow light, just like a what is that, a 4 footer. Um, those, and then when Marks or local stores have they're a lot cheaper. This place called Marks, it's a lot cheaper than Home Depot, and they're almost side by side. And it's kind of funny because you can walk, you can see a tomato plant for 99 cents at Marks, and they want 4.99 at Home Depot. It's crazy. So I'll buy the rest of my like peppers, and because peppers are a little bit harder to grow, at least from seed for me. So I'll buy those and some tomato plants and some other stuff. But a lot of it I'll get from seed, and some I just plant right in the ground in the spring. Like your radishes and stuff like that. You just finished your passport online, huh? Okay. Do you get YouTube TV yet? Nah, she didn't get it yet. I divorced Spectrum 2 years ago. Best thing I've ever done. Nothing. Big financial bumps. Quit regular. Here's an article about our local player. Well, send me Midwest Old Man the article to my Buzz Retirement Garage at gmail.com. Anything can happen. My retirement group channel got hacked and deleted by someone from Turkey. No way, really? Oh, that sucks. I haven't had that problem yet. Now my Amazon, what was funny with the Amazon years ago, I got a package. I think I got a console. What do they call it? PlayStation 4, something like that. PlayStation 3 at the time. I can't remember. And I didn't order it. And we didn't order it. And long story short, um, they wanted you to send it back. And then how'd that work? There was a scam where they sent it to me, and then the person went and said it was busted, and to send them a new one, they wanted a replacement. Replacement was going to go out to them. I was getting charged for it somehow, and so I basically contacted Amazon and got to the right people and got to United Parcel Service because they were going to delivery, and I was this close to meeting the UPS man when he was going to deliver that package. Because I even talked to the UPS person and I said, how about we just have the police and me meet him over there for the scam that they pulled? It was in New Jersey, and I was going to drive to Jersey. And they said, no, sir, we don't think that's a good idea. So okay, yeah, but I was just pissed, that I got, something stupid like that sent to me. But luckily, no harm, no foul. They didn't charge me. The guy didn't get his replacement PlayStation or whatever it was. So in that particular case, it worked out. Bathroom takes so much work. Took forever for a small room. Yeah, but I'm just, in retirement, Steve. In retirement, I just do it when I feel like it. Like if I have something else, I'll just go do that because I have two bathrooms. If I only had the one, I'd be hiring out, right? But because we have the two, um, it's worked out for us. So yeah, you had to start over. Retired life now. If you guys get a chance, check them out. Passports are good for 10 years, right? Get photos. And no, I'm not going to the Andrew. I did go to the post office, but they were like, well, there's only two of us here. We have a small post office. And she's at lunch right now because they have walk-in hours. So they say, okay, just walk in. And I told my wife, I said, look, why don't we just go to the library? She goes, well, we go to the post office. And I said, yeah, but I had a bad feeling. So I walk in there. Well, and the guy says, it's just me. The other girl, she's on lunch right now. And then when she comes back, I leave. So she'll be by herself. And we can't help you. I said, well, it says walk-in hours, but they're not staffed for that, which I kind of figured, just the way it is. So we went over to the library, which was almost walking distance away. And they walked us through the whole scenario. They do this all the time. So that's where we're going to be going. We have an appointment Monday to go to the library and get that done. And you got to have this, you have to pay with checks. This you can pay with cash or credit card. So they laid it all out for us, so we'll get it done the right way. Google says a news passport costs 130. That's correct. But see, they charged me 169 when I did it online. So this still could be legit, and then you just have to have your picture taken and something else. I don't know. I thought it was legit, but the guy at the library says no, that's not the way it is. That's not legit. So being the person I am, I just disputed it real quick on Citibank, and they processed it and gave me my money back. But now they're going to do their due diligence and check it out. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you guys know about that. We have the Michigan enhanced license. It gets us to Canada. Yeah. That's one thing we were talking about. But we just decided to just do the whole thing and get the passport. One and done. If it's good for 10 years, I mean, that gets me to 75. After 75, I'm probably not going to be traveling and putting my Bermuda shorts on to go to the Caribbean, right? So, or wherever. So that'll last us for a while, and that'll work out. You love YouTube TV, but watch YouTube more. Yeah, the only thing bad with YouTube TV is, we watch the Cleveland Indians games, or Guardians as they're called now, and our cable lets us have that for the charge of the cable, right? But I think last year it was through Bali's Sports, and they wanted a ton of money for their app. So you could add it. I think you could add it to YouTube TV if I remember correctly, or you can just get a solo app. I can't remember. And they wanted a lot of money. So when you start adding all that up, it starts to become almost the same as cable. And now is it really worth it? So we're still looking at some things. 130 is correct for an adult to renew online in the U.S. State Department. Right. Hey, James, how you doing? How's Tennessee? Retire. You and Steve are my favorite YouTube channels I watch. Yeah, there's so many good ones. I try to keep up with everybody, and it's so hard to do that. I'm so far behind on watch channels. Didn't know library could do a passport. Yeah, at least our library does it. And they have a table set up. They have a camera set up so you can get your pictures taken. And I think I'd rather do it there because they seem more knowledgeable about things than the post office. Like I said, and I don't feel bad, or I should say, I don't want to hold anything against post office because there's only two of them working. So small post office, you're not, at least they're not overstaffed. And you're taking one of the people off the floor. So they actually had us make an appointment on Saturday, and I'm thinking, well, Saturday should really be your busiest day, almost, right? For people coming up and doing things, but he said that and set up an appointment with the library, which I think is going to work out a lot better. 169 is legit with a 39 party. Yeah, I just wonder. I guess my credit card company is going to tell me, so we'll see how it goes. I mean, they did have on the application, like you fill out the application, they did put a stamp on there, some kind of stamp with a barcode on the application. But three people in the library were just adamant about this is a scam, this is fake, this is not going to work. And I trusted their judgment. So if they're wrong, and I can correct them. But I just didn't want to be taken advantage of. At 75, you'll travel. Nah, I don't know. Yeah, 39. Yeah, I'm not worried about the $39 if that's the case. But so the library wants 130, and they want for hers, they want 130, and then $10.80 for the picture. I think it was. I think that's how it was broken down. I should have grabbed the paper, but and that for 1080 for a photo seems a little high. But what are you going to do? At 75, let's see, 39 over. Yeah, AD played. FYI. It'll be interesting for our grandchildren. Recent survey shows 70 75% of HR departments are moving towards using AI in some way to sift resumes and identify good candidates. Well, good luck with that. Um, I did a I was part of HR for years and years and years, and I'll tell you some of the applications and some of the I'll just say it this way. Some of the application and depending on the job, factory environment. And I'm telling you what, some of these people they couldn't spell. They had a they had a hard time with a lot of different things on the applications. Um, but they were some of the best workers we ever had. Came to work every day, um, pleasant, helpful, and just because they couldn't fill out their paperwork exactly the way it was supposed to be, had nothing to do with their personality. And I think personality makes a big difference in the workplace. And you just can't take a piece of paper. You have to interview these people, and you have to talk to them and listen to them and understand them, their backgrounds, where they come from, uh, what their desires are, and a piece of paper or a resume or even AI trying to do it. I don't think for me it would have worked that well. It probably would have knocked out a lot of people who turned out to be good people, really good people. It'd be funny since most applicants will be using AI to complete the resumes. Yeah. They are hiring AI. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's why you got to have the face to face. And if you're sending out an application and you're denied just from your resume or your application, that's not fair. That's just a lazy HR department or an HR department that's looking specifically for something that you don't have. And that's okay. That's fair. But without a face to face, I think it's just fair to be able to look the person in the eye and and you still make mistakes. I mean, I know I did. I heard the song and dance from a lot of people that turned out to be not very good. Let's put it that way. So go to AAA for passports or yeah, that's what Ron. I thought I did. Because if you go to the USPS website, it tells you what to do. It says first, these are the documents you need. Second, apply for this, and then it has the blue line, and I clicked on that. So I thought, um, and then it went through that. Okay, you can fill out this, and I filled it out, and you could pay for it. And I paid for it. I printed it out. It had a little barcode on the right, which said. Then they said take it to the post office and then get your picture taken and all your stuff's done. So I thought I did it right, but I don't know. We'll see. Too many companies rely on Indeed for job applicants. That's all we did was use Indeed. I put out ads on it for people that we needed, and and when the applicants came in, I interviewed every single one. So um, and I'm telling you, and that's what really struck me because I learned a lot trying to do HR. Is I learned like the old saying is don't judge a book by its cover. How true is that? I mean, amazing how true that is. We had one guy. Where are you going, gentlemen? We're not planning on going anywhere. We always are scraping the bottom. Well, sometimes it's a little tough because in our area it was tough to find people because they just opened an Amazon a mile away, right? So we were competing with Amazon too, but we would get the people who couldn't work at Amazon because they just couldn't do it. Let's just put it that way. But I had one guy. He came into the lobby, and I happened to be walking by, and he said, "Hey," and I've told the story before, but he said, "Hey, you're looking for anybody to." He knew we ran presses and different things. And I said, yes, matter of fact, we are looking. We're always looking for somebody good. And we have people quitting and hiring all the time. So, can you fill out this application? So he fills it out. Everything looks copacetic. And I said, well, we do a drug and alcohol test and physical down at this local Concentra here in Akron. And, we pay for it. So if you can go down there and you get a clean bill and you'll be fine and I can hire you. So he says, "Oh, don't have to have a problem with that. There's no problem with that. I'm clean as a whistle, no issues, none. It's great, you know." So then I happened to look closer at his resume, his application, and he said he had a felony for, and we've hired felons and specific certain categories, but this one was domestic violence or something like that, and he actually got a felony for it. So I thought, oh, darn it. Well, he went to take the drug test. Let's see how that goes. And the place Concentra, they normally never call me, but they actually called me and they said, "Did you send this guy down here?" And I said, "Yeah, why?" And he says, "Every single drug that we test for is in his body right now." And I said, "You gotta be kidding me." I mean, I spent a half an hour talking to him. I would have never known. And so from that, and I tell this story because you just never know about people. You just never know. And here I thought I had this good guy. He, well spoken, super nice guy. Every drug that we test for was in his body. And I'm like, oh my God. So, no, we didn't hire him. So, but that was a lesson to me about people. That's for sure. The place I worked at always lists maintenance openings. They aren't really looking for someone. They just save resumes. Well, that, especially for maintenance, Steve, those guys can get hired like that. So, trying to save somebody's resume, maybe for the future to see if they're not happy somewhere, that makes sense. But um, normally, maintenance guys, they're tough to find, depending on what type of maintenance guys we're talking about. But I know in industrial maintenance or people that can, do electronics, um, those people they get snapped up like crazy, and they make good money too. These kids out there, if they could go to trade schools to learn PLCs, if they could learn PLCs and logic and all that, man, they're going to write their own ticket. I'm telling you, they can even start their own business because everything's, I don't want to say, don't use the word computerized, but everything's computerized. Everything's got the especially in the manufacturing, everything is PLC driven. Uh, and like I said, that is it's a step above your basic maintenance activities. So if you can get good at PLCs and learning ladder logic and all that different stuff, man, you're writing your ticket. Start your own business, you can make a killing. Having completed my interviews with candidates, one could tell in the first 10 as you hire people, not paper, so it's character and chemistry. Eventually, I would stop after 10 minutes to say go or stop. Yeah, yeah, it doesn't take long to figure it out. And I had a list of questions that I would ask, which was, and I could probably tell in about the first 10 minutes whether, they were lying or, they're hesitating too much or looking around and not being very focused on the interview. And then I've had people that did all the right things, said all the right things, and they turned out to be junk. I mean, trash. And had to fire a few. But the biggest thing, hey, Steve's retirement corner, how you doing? Problem here is you might get 200 apps for 2 jobs. Yeah, you got to weed them down. Like I said, we had the opposite. We were we were fishing for people, and since we were a union shop, we were allowed to quality was a management function. So what we would do is for sorting parts and stuff, I would bring in temporary workers from the temp service, and we put them in quality, just looking at parts. I mean, no big deal. And then we got to know them over the course of weeks. So then after 30 days, I had an arrangement with this one company called ManCan. Had an arrangement with them after 30 days. Normally it's 60 or 90, but after 30, I could hire them. So we paid a little bit higher premium. So after we had a chance, like most of the people that we brought in through the temp service, we had 30 days to check them out. Did they show up for work on time? 30 days, did how they work with the other people that were already there. So that really worked out well for us. And we probably hired 98% of the temps we brought in who really came to work and everything else. And that really, it worked out for us really well. And it lessened the amount of people I had to bring off the street with applications. Hiring people is like buying donuts. You're looking for the size of the hole if you can fill it to make a solid team. Some jobs have 3 rounds. But yeah, Steve, I know that's right. And depends again. It depends on the job. So cowbells, yeah. It's that's not Cowbell Tuesday yet. Did you have a Cowbell Tuesday? I must have missed it, Steve. Did you have one? Did you have anybody? Like I said, if you're just catching on, I just haven't been able to catch up with everybody. I've been trying to watch a few videos. I know I saw Otter had one today. Otter's Retirement Corner. He just had one today that I watched a little bit. And he says he's playing softball 250 days a year. And he's doing this and he's doing that. And he's got a bum ankle or something and a bum shoulder. And I'm thinking, man, you're nuts. I get tired just thinking about it. What would Social Security retirement age have been for you if you waited? 67 for me. I have 2-year industrial technician degree, worked 20 years in the factories. Yeah, so you're a PLC guy, boy. You could walk into any factory, and they'd hire you in a second if you wanted to work. Hey, Jim, living a retired life. Check out his channel too. And the neighbor was watching. I gotta see that one. Yeah, I got to see that one. If I missed that, Steve, I'm sorry, but like I said, I've been working on this bathroom. We've been doing all kinds of crap. Just trying to relax a little bit now, and that's why I figured I'd pop open the laptop and see how Thursday was treating everybody instead of Saturday. And like I said, just Mike's take had a he won a gift card on Saturday, and he said to donate it back to the group, which is, I appreciate that of him. So we're not going to spend too much time here. We're already at close to an hour, so we're going to do yeah, John's already started 0 to 100. We're going to go ahead and do a $25 gift card, so you can thank Just Mike's Take next time you see him online. And since there's there's 93 of you, I thought there'd be less so you guys have a better chance of winning. I figured it would take a minute. So 0 to 100. And 280 zones here to help me out. I appreciate that. 25 for 25. That's AJW. That's pretty good, but no, that's not it. Somebody got close. I think I have a slight delay on there. Hey, Carl, how you doing? I just went back just to make sure I didn't. Let me see here. Oh, there it is. Hey, Teresa R. Double check me there, but I got 14. So Teresa R. It looks like you got the 14, Teresa. Teresa R. Stuart, you almost got there. You think you almost got there, Stuart. You almost got there, but it looked like a 280 zone. Hopefully, he's going to check me out here because I'm just not that good at watching this. But I think Teresa R, you got that one. You guys check me out and make sure. So, Carl, did you go to Home Show? Teresa got it first. Okay, Teresa, behind me, buzzretirementgarage@gmail.com. Or you can text me at that number you see there. It's my Google phone number. You can text me your email, and I will send you out a $25 Amazon gift card. And Steve, I'll get yours out today too. Like I said, I just haven't done there. What's the fine for being 55 minutes late? No, no fines today. This is one of those impromptu ones just because I felt like it, right? Just because I felt like it. So, Mrs. Random Number Generator is far superior. Hard to guess. Yeah, Mrs. Buzz picked them out the last couple of times. I think I did the last one Saturday, and of course I did this one. Um, there's no rhyme or reason. I just pick what I feel, and yeah, maybe I should use AI. Hey AI, pick me a number, and then I can just show you, huh? Hey, I might do that. Might be a good idea too. Okay. Anyway, we're at almost an hour. I appreciate all you guys being here for this impromptu live. Are you doing a Saturday stream? Yes, we're still going to do Saturday. Oh, you went to the home show, Carl? That's cool. What day did you go? We went, I think we went Monday, Sunday. We went Sunday because I saw a couple people like staring at me and I thought, maybe that's somebody that knows me. I didn't have my buzz hat on though. But I thought maybe because a couple people stopped and like were watching me as I'm walking, and I'm like, "Do you know me?" I don't know you, but yeah. So yes, we'll do Saturday, and as normal, unless something happens, and then I will notify you that we're not doing it. Now I'll have to sign off and go see Steve's cowbell. I can't believe I missed that. I'm gonna have to go back. So Teresa, yeah, hit me up, and Steve, I'll get yours out today, and appreciate you guys being here and taking some time out of your retired life or almost retired life, Dana, and being here and watching the Buzz's Retirement Garage. I always do that. So take care, guys and girls, and we'll see you Saturday, God willing. Take care.